What is going on, guys? My name is Germ, and if you are new here, please like and subscribe. So, I want to go ahead and compare and contrast the 4 previous Golden Week celebrations against each other. Now, the Golden Week celebration is about to wrap up. I'm recording this on May 27th. The next Dokkan Fest should be released, I want to say sometime around May 31st would be like the area. So we should actually, if it is going to be May 31st, we'll probably get the teaser, the Dokkan event teaser tonight. If it is going to be that, we'll see though. So I just kind of wanted to compare all of the Golden Week celebrations up to about 3 years ago. So we have the 2020, we have 2021, we have 2022 right here, and we have obviously 2023 because the celebration is practically over. So let's go ahead and start, right? We're just going to go ahead and get through this. So starting with the 2020 Dokkan Golden Week, that was the Gotenks and Boo Golden Week. I don't particularly remember too much about this. So we had a bunch of like LR banners for some reason, sure. Login bonus missions, Gotenks and Boo. I do remember a lot of people were kind of upset about this choice. I understand, like looking back at it, like it's been 3 years since these guys came out. I understand why they did it. It was to build up the Boo Saga team because obviously the major hype was gonna be worldwide, and it was Boo Saga. So they were just trying to build up the Boo Saga team. That whole year was basically full of Boo Saga buffs. So you know, I understand. This was not a hype choice at all. I think most people were saying to skip the banners as well. I don't know. Whatever. Gotenks and Boo right there. Bluestone, that's usual. Elder Kai banner. There was a new story event at the beginning, and then all these story events came back. All these EAs. A chain battle. This was the first chain battle. Really? Okay, cool. Alright, I didn't know that. Yeah, okay, so the first chain battle was actually introduced in Golden Week of 2020. Huh. Okay, that's pretty cool to, like, I guess, remember. It's still a chain battle, though. And then there was a new stage of Infinite Dragon Ball history, I think, going up against all the Boo Saga characters. And then just some more GT events came back. We got a clash. Now, Vegito Blue had already EZA'd on Global. This is the JP 2020 Golden Week. This was when Vegito Blue first came out on JP. Now, Vegito Blue, when he first came out, was easily, disgustingly the best EZA TUR. It was not even close between him and number 2. I think number 2 at the time was probably Injanemba still. I can't remember 2019 EZAs, to be fair with you guys, but yeah, I think like it was him and Injanemba were still running it for some reason. He came out and just completely tore everything apart. Then there was a Time Traveler's banner because that's the banner he was weak to. That's it for 2020, huh? Obviously, Goku Day was right in the middle. I think Goku Day is actually counted as a second celebration. But just looking at the Golden Week celebration in general in 2020, it's fine. Wow, look at the old EZA banner. It's fine. Definitely though. Could have been way better. But this was 2020. This was during the pandemic. So from what I understand, 2020 was a really bad year for Dokkan because the pandemic kind of basically took over. So there's that. Okay, look at it. Live. You guys are gonna live see this. We're gonna go open up a new Dokkan thing. I should have pulled up Goku Day as well, because Goku Day is kind of in the, it's its own campaign, but it is basically a part of the Golden Week celebration, right? So let me open it up. Well, you know, look at this live. You guys get live info changing. Yeah, okay. So here's the Goku, Gohan, and Goten Day 2020 Goku Day celebration, which most Goku Day celebrations are basically the same thing. Now here's what we got. The special missions, this is where you got like this key so you can get skill orbs for the Goku family. You know, they got the regular book award. This, yet again, more skill orbs for that. New missions to LG, which we did end up getting this celebration as well, but basically it was a burst mode. Then there was a world tournament during this one as well. So there was a world tournament during the 2020 Golden Week, but that's about it. Okay, nothing too far apart. I mean, 2020, again, it was practically it's basically an anomaly because obviously there was a global pandemic happening at the time, so I can't imagine that 2020 was going to be a great year for Dokkan Battle. Let's go ahead and look at 2021. We have 2021's Golden Week celebration. This was the GT Goku and GT... Oh, they actually have Goku Day right there. Sweet. So this was the GT Goku and GT Vegeta Golden Week. This, again, was also not super hype because it's just Super Saiyan GT Goku and Super Saiyan GT Vegeta. But 2021 was kind of a year where they were just dropping, like, unhyped Dokkan Fest. Obviously, they needed to sell these characters, though. So, yes, Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta were a part of the card. just because of the active skill. Bluestone, pretty obvious, pretty standard. A bunch of returning story events. This, I think this is Giru's EZA, which was this was the first time Giru had come back on JP, if I remember correctly. Like in general, this was the first time Giru came back on JP. So from the 4th year anniversary to 2 years later, crazy. Boo and Bobbity got their legendary campaign. B-Pan also EZA during this time. More story events came out. New stage of Infinite Dragon Ball history. All EZAs. Yeah, this is starting to get standard. Patan Battle. This wasn't the first one. The first Patan Battle was Saiyan Day of 2018 or 2021. Sorry, not 2018. Virtual Clash. This EZA, which is still one of the hardest EZAs to actually get to like stage 77 if you're going for the title. Yeah, these two were insane characters when they first came out. It was crazy. They were just absolutely nuts. And then another chain battle had came out. Going into the part 2. Now, this is the difference. 2020 Golden Week did not have a part 2 LR. Right, 2020 Golden Week was kind of like its thing. That's probably what they ended up doing. So they ended up just choosing an LR. Super 17 came out. He was bad. I mean, he wasn't bad. Super 17 was good. He just didn't have the help that he needed. So he was kind of like a bad release. This was this sub EZA for Physical Sin Shenron, if I remember correctly. So we got 2 EZA characters in comparison to just one back during the VB celebration, or during the 2020 Golden Week celebration. And then, yeah, we got 2 EZAs. All the Dokkan events were there. So we got the EZAs for Physical Sin Shenron and the Super Saiyan 4s. So 3 EZA characters right there, which again is content. EZA characters are content. Then going into the 2021 Goku Day campaign details. The Goku Day missions, login bonus, the Book of War. This was the first time this event had ever come out. This is the Goku's Food Battle. The GT Goku event had come out. This was the first time the GT Goku event came out, which was a very difficult event when it first came out. This was the hardest event in the game when it first came out. Obviously, it got replaced like 3 months later, but that's it. But the fact that we got a super difficult content mode shows us, it just shows us that they were really thinking well about this. 2021 was an amazing Golden Week celebration because we have 3 EZA characters, so 3 new characters you can use. The GT Goku event, then you have your missions as well. There was missions for the GT Goku event. You know, so I mean, not bad. 2021 so far seeming like the best one, but I mean 2020 is, I can't really say too much. Then obviously it was this is just like rewards because it didn't reach top grossing, but they thought it was going to reach top grossing, so there you go. Next is last year's Golden Week celebration. This is the Goku and Gohan and the AGL Cell. Wow, we're starting with part 2 already. Okay. So yeah, part 2, we got LR Goku and Gohan, and then LR Cell had EZ8 as well. Then we got a chain battle against Cell, new Super Battle Road stages. Basically, 3 new Super Battle Road stages came out in the whole span of the celebration. Crazy. Goku and Gohan were very good. They were like a top 5 unit in the game when they first came out, but again, the competition was Red Zone, and there really wasn't that many characters who could handle the Red Zone. So any character post 2022 is basically Red Zone viable, right? Like you can use these guys in the Red Zone, but I think they do get bullied pretty hard now because now we have better characters. LR Cell, same deal, right? They're just kind of buffs for the 2 Dokkan Fest. Chain Battle, 3 new Super Battle Road stages. Then the Dual Dokkan Fest. I do want to talk about this. In terms of hype factor, this was a hype choice for a Dual Dokkan Fest. Like, I don't think this was a bad Dual Dokkan Fest choice. What I do think, though, is that the characters maybe could have been done a little bit better, right? I do think that Cell sucks until he gets the perfect, and I do think Goku has his flaws. Goku, by the way, is super underrated. Let me tell you guys right now. Goku is not as bad as people think he is. They think Goku's like the worst unit of all time. No. Goku is very good. It's just that he needs to super attack first. He needs to super attack first. So, yeah. Then obviously the new Dokkan events came out and all this stuff. Bluestone, pretty standard choices. New Infinite Dragon Ball History stage, yep. Super Battle Road, Extreme Super Battle Road got a new stage. New titles came out. We got two chain battles in this celebration. Okay. Yep, all the Dokkan events are out, all these EAs, and new Infinite Dragon Ball History. The Kid Goku Dot character came out. And then the main EZA for part 1 was STR Ultimate Gohan. So we did get an EZA character. STR Ultimate Gohan was pretty decent on release. He's decent now. It's just you do need that guard to spread. And then we got a Dragon Ball Story, which was the BoJack Story event. Got it. Then we got a Super Strike EZA. So we got 3 EZA characters, so same as 2021 with Trunks. Trunks wasn't that good on release either, and then we got another Baton Battle. Trunks is fine, but Saviors is a dead team. You do have to run him in the Savior category. Then you have more stuff like, you know, Ultimate Gohan's EZA. Then we got more EZAs going on. So we got 3 EZAs, an LR, a Dokkan Fest, and a free-to-play EZA. I think that's perfectly fine for how they should be doing these, by the way. I think 3 EZAs is kind of like the number we should be reaching for. Then this Goku Day 2022. Standard stuff. EZA area, new titles, bunch of story events came back, Meat, and EX Skill Orbs. That's it, yeah. And Goku Day was pretty bad last year, too. Yeah, so then continuing forth, we have this year's. Now, I might upset a lot of people when I talk about this year's, but we'll talk about it. So yeah, you can see login bonus missions. I don't think anybody was mad that this was the Dual Dokkan Fest. I don't think anybody was mad at all that this was the choice for the Dual Dokkan Fest. If you were, you're a baby. You're legitimately like somebody who's never watched Dragon Ball and never cared about the series. If you were mad about this being the Dual Dokkan Fest. This, to me, was the most perfect choice ever. I have been wanting this fight for so long in Dokkan, it's crazy. And they finally did it, and I do think that they did it perfectly. I think that choosing Goku and Piccolo from the 23rd World Tournament was the greatest choice ever, and I do not care. This was the first time they did this. We got some a special summon, 30 tickets. The thing that sucks is, let's be fair, they could have added more characters into it, right? I think it's all the banner units up to STR Piccolo. Or up to Yajirobe, I think. So, I mean, no Pan, no Goten and Trunks. They could have added more characters and definitely could have added more LRs. They could have easily brought this up to LR Super Boo. Nobody would have been mad about that. Literally, they could have just put up to LR Super Boo in the banner. And even then, they could have included Krillin and Tien. The banner units. They could have included Krillin and Tien on that pool and it would have been fine. The issue is they didn't go up and the featured characters kind of sucked too. Special packs, I think this is global. Got special packs, but you know, whatever. JP got a sales, you have more blue stones. The Dokkan events, deserving. These were deserving Dokkan events. The Guru event came back. Already a dub. Mercenary Tile, there's our first free-to-play EZA. Boss Rush, which instead of it being on during Anniversary, because Anniversary didn't give us a Boss Rush, it came to Golden Week, which is going to be weird. But, whatever. Super Battle got a new stage. Extreme Super Battle got a new stage. All Dokkan events, all EZAs, yep. All these story events came back. We had another Battlefield. Physical Piccolo was the main Dokkan Fest EZA this year. I do think that Physical Piccolo is the best EZA TUR. So dub right there immediately. Goku and Piccolo Jr. are the best non-EZA TURs in the game, pretty easily. Piccolo Jr. #1, Goku 2. But the selection, Physical Piccolo is an insane EZA, and he's honestly a pretty decent EZA option as well, like for characters who would have EZA, because when you really think about characters who could have EZA during the celebration, it wasn't going to be anybody from Dragon Ball Saga, because the only real Dokkan Fest we have from Dragon Ball Saga at the time was Ink Kid Goku. At the time, we had Physical Kid Goku, but he's a 2022 character. He's not going to EZA, right? Ink Kid Goku had already EZA, so Piccolo was a fine choice for the EZA TUR. So there's our second EZA of the celebration, and then a chain battle. Now, this is kind of the dead week. I think Piccolo's week could have been done a million times better. We're going to talk about it when we get to it, but there being a dead week for a global and JP at the same time celebration should never happen. Because they basically killed the hype and people thought that this was the worst celebration of all time. So part 2 comes along. Or actually, let's talk about Goku Day first, because Goku Day kind of comes in between that. Goku Day this year was awful as well, because it was basically the same shit they brought back in 2021. Just the Book of War, the Meat event, and the Skill Orbs. That's it. That is all we got for Goku Day. And part 2 saved the celebration in my opinion. LR Bulma, while being an unhype character, I say unhype in asterisk because I do believe Bulma deserves an LR. Bulma deserves a Dokkan Fest. This moment deserved the Dokkan Fest as well, because without Bulma, guess what? No Dragon Balls, no Goku, nothing. Bulma is the reason Dragon Ball happens. So Bulma deserved, definitely a deserving choice for a Dokkan Fest. moving on, then we got more banners, story events reopened, Grandpa Gohan's event came back. This is where I think that everything was saved. So instead of there being a Part 2 LR EZA, right, like last year we had LR Cell who EZA'd, 2 years ago there wasn't an LR EZA, but we got Yamcha and Bulma. These two are incredible free-to-play characters. And then we also got Jackie Chun, who is also an incredible free-to-play character. All three of these basically make up for that LR. So instead of there being, how I think they should do it is how they did it in 2021. Or in 2022, where there's a Dokkan Fest EZA, a free-to-play EZA, and an LR EZA. I think that is the perfect way they should structure these from now on. If they were to do it next year like this, I would be happy. But instead, at this cost, we got 1 Dokkan Fest EZA and 4 free-to-play EZAs. Cyborg Tao was but these 3 are incredible. So no complaints here from me. Baton Battle came this way. New missions for the GT Goku event, and then a burst mode for the Legendary Goku event. That is my issue with the celebration right here. Easily during that dead week, they could have just dropped both of these. These 2 should have been a part of the Goku Day celebration. Very easy. New mission for the Legendary for the GT Goku event, and then the burst mode. Just could have been put into the. If you released these a week earlier, the celebration would have been perfect. It would have been fine. Not perfect, because obviously, yeah, you can't have a perfect celebration. There's little nicks and details there that you gotta kind of figure out. But it would have made the celebration feel more full, instead of them just dropping all the content basically at the end of the celebration. So not bad. These 2 really just should have been a week before, and we would have been fine. Then we got a new Dragon Ball story, which matched up to last year. Last year we got a new Dragon Ball story. Global got the support memory EZAs, and we also get this event as well. This is a very fun event, by the way. Being able to only use free-to-play characters for a support memory boost event is pretty fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. Then we got it. Yeah, we got a new Dragon Ball story like last year. We got the BoJack one. This year we got a brand new one, which is going through the first. This is the first time ever, by the way, that they've dropped a Dragon Ball story, like a Dragon Ball, original Dragon Ball story event. This is the first one, because all the other ones are based on the movies. This is the first OG Dragon Ball story event in the game. And eventually we're going to get an LR Kid Goku out of it, right? This guy will awaken to an LR at some point. We don't know when, but he will at some point. And then we got another new stage of Extreme Super Battle Road. Bunch of story events came back, right? Bunch of stuff just came back, EZAs, and that's about it. So really, when you take a look at all of the content that came out, there really isn't like a big difference between the 4, right? Obviously, the worst one of all is gonna be 2020, but there's just an out of their control reason as to why 2020 was a bad year in general. 2021 was incredible. It was a pretty good celebration because we got a new difficult event. The best thing they could have done this year, because last year we didn't get a super top tier difficult event, right? We were still running with the red zone, which was still difficult enough, right, to kind of take care of everything. So people were still running these characters, testing them out in the red zone. Same thing here, except that these characters can blow the red zone and most of the difficult content in 2 seconds is the problem. So you kind of see what we needed, right? We needed either a difficult content, which if you want to count the Legendary Goku event's burst mode as difficult content, what's wrong with you? This was disappointing. This could have been done better. But basically, like, looking at this, basically it's because last year we got an LR EZA, a Part 1 EZA, which is a Part 1 Dokkan Fest, and then a free-to-play EZA. Really, they really could have dropped an LR EZA, right? I do think maybe, like, if they dropped LR Goku and Arale's EZA, LR Goku and Bulma EZA. LR Goku and Arale might have been the best choice to EZA, but if we're talking about summonable LRs, I really can't think of a good one. I made a whole video though at the beginning talking about who's gonna be the Part 2 LR, right? Like, so who knows? But I do think Golden Week 2023 was fine. It's just that we had a dead week, which should not have been dead. This celebration, there should have never been a dead period at all. It's just it basically ruined. It killed the hype. It killed the momentum, and that's fine. But as the celebration ended, they came up strong. I do think that Golden Week 2023 was a very solid celebration. The worst one being 2020. I would go ahead and say, out of all 3 of these, I'd probably rank them like this. The thing is, the Dead Week does kind of kill the hype, even though the content kind of does match up the same, so you can kind of just mix and match. I would say 2021... No, I would say 2022's Golden Week was probably the perfect recipe, because every week you had content, right? You basically have, let's see, you had the Dokkan Fest in Part 1, April 27th, Goku and Cell. Then, they hold off on some content, right? You have everything. 2 days later, a chain battle, which lasts us the week, right? The week that goes into May 6th. After the chain battle, you still have Battlefield if you want to hit that. Then you have STR Ultimate Gohan DBZ. There you go. You have a Dragon Ball Story that comes out a week later with the Part 2 LR. I think that 2022 kind of did it perfectly in my opinion, because you have a free-to-play LR, or you have a free-to-play EZA, and you have a Dokkan Fest EZA and an LR EZA. I think that is perfect. If they run it like that, perfection. 2021, having the dual Dokkan Fest, you have an EZA in Part 1, right, which was the Super Saiyan Force. And then in Part 2, you drop a summonable LR. But this is where, and the sub EZA is what they drop for Part 2. Basically, I just think that this is perfect, right? If we only got one Dokkan Fest EZA, one free-to-play EZA, and then one LR EZA, I think that would be absolutely incredible. So 2022 to me kind of had the recipe correct. 2023 is very good, and they did kind of match up. The thing that they did is they essentially gave us one EZA, summonable EZA, in Physical Piccolo, and then gave us 4 free-to-play EZA TURs to match up for the LR. So it could have been done better, and then 2020 just... So there you guys have it. This is how I would rank it. I'd say 2022, 2021, and then 2023. 2020, I really probably won't expect, though. So let me know what you guys think about Golden Week this year. I think it was an okay celebration. I do think it was fine. The choice for the characters was absolutely perfect. And I think that they deserved a dual Dokkan Fest. This fight deserves... This fight could still get LRs, by the way. Trust me. But let me know what you guys thought about this year's Golden Week. I definitely think it was very good. It's just that the Dead Week killed the momentum of the hype, so it kind of killed people's expectations. But I do think that this celebration was very, very strong. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Definitely, a lot of people might disagree with Golden Week 2023 being good at all, which I can see. I could foresight. Oh my god, I'm an Oda. I could foresee people hating Golden Week 2023 into the future, but I think it was a decent celebration. It's just we shouldn't have had a Dead Week. Simple as that. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.